Hey, how's it going, guys? We're back with another Master Duel live stream, doing this whole series about theme decks that I own. And today's theme is Branded Slifer, if you couldn't tell in the thumbnail. Yesterday we did Machina. It's my main deck, the first deck I built, and it's one that I actually enjoy quite a bit. Not too happy about this hand, but it's something that we can make work. Let's go ahead and drop you there. We don't need the trap trick down just yet. Now, I don't necessarily label this deck as powerful, but it's definitely a fun one. I mean, it can be powerful, but really, I just like to have fun with this one. Then we activate Branded Fusion, and we're going to send Slifer to the graveyard. And a Fallen of Albaz. I'm putting this card in defense position because I believe it cannot be destroyed by battle. So no sense of taking extra. Yeah, it cannot be destroyed by battle. So I have to use a card effect to get rid of them. You know, keep me from taking any unnecessary damage. And now, since we got Slifer in the graveyard, during our opponent's turn, we'll be able to activate the Revive Sky God, which is going to summon Slifer to our field with 6,000 attack points, because you gain 1,000 attack points for each card that's going to be in your hand. Let's see. We'll set you down right there. And we just had it pass our turn. Yeah, for each card that's in your hand, you gain 1,000 attack points, and so that card not only revives Slifer from the graveyard, but it puts 6 cards in your hand. Well, you draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Your opponent does too, but once they activate one card, we'll be able to activate that card, and that card cannot be negated. So it cannot be. They can't use Ash or anything when I activate that trap card. Yeah, it unfortunately gives them at least one card, but compared to me gaining 4, I'll take those. I'll take those numbers. Definitely. It increases my chance of getting the Ash in my hand also. Besides, we also have Brandon in red, so we can also Chimera him if needed. He's setting down all these cards though. Okay, so we're getting a Dark Magician right off the bat. It's a good thing that he set those 2 cards, so he'll be gaining 3 cards instead of just 1, unfortunately. And with special summon Slifer. And each card that he summons now will lose 2,000 attack points. And if they're under 2,000 attack points, then they just get destroyed. And see, we were able to draw an Ash Blossom, so that's going to help us out. And we got another Revived Sky God. And so, even though Slifer gets destroyed after he ends his turn because he was special summoned, because that's part of his card effects, one of the downfalls. using that trap card in the graveyard, I will be able to put a monster reborn at the top of my deck. And since Slifer will be in the graveyard, its other addition to its effect is that you draw one card. So I'll be drawing that monster reborn. Set another card. Now I know which card. I can guess what one of those set cards is. It's always the same two that they have. This one, and I don't remember what the name of that trap card is that they use. Forcing him to. Not yet. And we drew another Slifer, which we don't need. Use 2,000 attack points. He's going to probably banish Slifer. I should probably go ahead and use Branded in red. Just so we can keep our Slifer from being banished. And we're gonna go ahead and have to summon one of them. We'll use the Slifer that they are trying to banish. That way we keep our Slifer from being banished. And we bring out another monster. Never mind, our Slifer still got banished. But to our advantage. At least we got to use them. And his Dark Magician lost attack points. No, we don't want to use that because we don't have a Slifer in the graveyard. We only want to use that. Sure, there's something I'm missing because how come Ash Blossom is not able to be used? Okay, because he was a special summon from the deck. Yeah, you can't be destroyed by battle, my guy. Just gonna let me lose some attack points, but he's still gonna be here. Still gonna be here. You're taking the wrong one. Let's go ahead and use one of his monsters. Something. Discard, yeah, we'll discard Slifer. That way we can go ahead and use that to our advantage. Then we can use that trap card and to get a monster reborn and summon that Slifer back out to the field. Or out to the field. Unless you got some kind of skill train, you're not gonna really do much. Even then, I'll just Brain Fusion, use Brain Fusion and bring out something. Alright. Should I ash that? Oh well. Because I don't want him to special summon a Dark Magician. He might have one in his hand, and I don't want that. I don't want him banishing another one. Yes, we're going to special summon. What do I need it for? Yes. And let's use his Master of Chaos. There we go. Now we can get Slifer back onto the field. He's going to be weaker because I'm only going to have 4 cards in my hand. Now, what do you have? Let's see, now we can put a Monster Reborn at the top, and because we have a Slifer in our deck, we was able to draw a card, which would be that Monster Reborn. And we use the Monster Reborn to bring back Slifer. Or do we want to do the Master Kit? No. Slifer would be stronger. What do you got? Unless he has something to stop all of this, this should be... how about we just get rid of your Dark Magician? That way that effect won't even matter. It still did, huh? Oh, because he was protected, huh? By something. Yep. Alright, that's fine, that's cool. Slifer is just useless then. That's fine. Let's still go and do some damage. This will be over with if Slifer had his attack points. Yeah, get your slap in too. We already have a Brennan in red out there. Let's put Brennan Lost out there. Well, thank you. There's one good thing that came from him negating the effects of my monsters. He kept Slifer from being destroyed, and he got his attack points back. Look at there. Go ahead and special summon your Dark Magician. That's fine. And try to banish somebody. Question is who you're gonna banish. Okay, you're gonna banish Slifer. Might as well use Slifer. Now we're going to activate the effects of the Guardian Chimera. And sure, yeah, we'll activate yours. Oh crap. Should have yeah, I forgot he was going to be protected because of that card. Should have gotten rid of the Dark Magical Circle. Oh yeah, once it gets destroyed, it destroys. Okay, yeah. So I should have selected the Eternal Soul and the Dark Magical Circle to destroy. Of course, he has another one right here, so I guess I could have went with both of them. But I don't think he can activate it this turn because he just said it. I mean, might as well, right? I mean, can't use it on the Dark Magician once it comes out, so I might as well just use it now. I mean, he's really just delaying the inevitable. Doesn't matter really what you banish. I mean, like, seriously, dude. Alright, Willie. Let's keep it going. Let's climb back up. It's been a while since I've played on this account. I haven't played on it much. Recently just got on it just to... Oh, look who we're dueling. We're dueling the legend. Probably just an imposter. As I was saying, we just got on... I just got on this one just really to get the new Slifer card and build this deck. Other than that, I just let it... I just kept being inactive on it just to let it drop down in ranking. Alright then, this is going to be a self kill deck. Earth and Sea Serpent. Very well then. Alright. Another easy one going down in the books. On to the next duel. Let's keep it going. All right. I don't like all these set cards. Let's see what kind of mess we got into. Ew. You would do anything yet? Here we got another Slifer and our third Allure of Darkness. Says, do I want to use it now? We'll go for it. Push come to shove, we'll get rid of the Slifer because we like to use them if going first. Oh yeah, Spanish Dark. Yeah, we'll do that one. I forgot it. Spanish Dark. We'll go ahead and mash that. Hopefully he doesn't have a Call by the Grave over his set or a cross out. Good, good, good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate, huh? Very, very unfortunate. And a little bit annoying, too. Very well then. That was unfortunate. crap. I've messed up so many times in this duel. It's crazy. I have definitely not used it enough. The whole point of making this deck was just to get Slifer out. Well, he was definitely cooking up something at the beginning, and that trap card definitely screwed up some stuff for us. Just bring it to him for now. Now, what else do you have? I don't know what this card is, but this person is running a deck full of floodgates. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That is unfortunate. Oh man, there's really not much we could do. We should. We bring out if we were. Who are we using? Like, will it work? I'm assuming no, it's not gonna work. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to attack again. Oh, so he would have ended it. Now he's just going to bring him back out. Not just yet. See what else he's going to bring out. What does it do again? Banish this card from graveyard. No, not yet. Just because. I know it's going to go back to normal. My end phase. We're just going to do it again. It's going to summon some homies to his side, but as long as we can hit this, hit his Eldritch. Destroy one card on the field, huh? Might as well do that now. Hopefully it doesn't have two of those. I think the limit is only two, unless it's changed again. Ooh, ouch. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I go and attack him. That way I don't lose my chance to win by attacking Eldritch. There we go. It was a bit sloppy. Really sloppy. But pulled it off and got it done. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat. We're just doing some ranked duels with this branded Slifer deck. It's probably not as competitive as just regular old branded Despio or other variants of branded, but it's a fun deck I like to use. Just trying to get Slifer out on the field, along with some other, all the other fusion cards that run in the branded deck. It's a fun deck. Nothing fancy. And we get to go first. Let's see if we can get Slifer into the graveyard this turn. Banish that and use this effect to bring out. Come on. Alright, Aluber. I'm going to use Aluber's effect to get our branded fusion. Can you show the deck profile after this duel? Yes, I can actually. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's just something fun. It's not a whole lot of like a big difference between this and the other branded decks. Now we send Slifer to the graveyard. That way, during our opponent's turn, we're able to activate our trap card, the Revived Sky God, and that will bring out Slifer and put up to however many cards in my hand. That way I can have 6 in my hand. There we go. And so now we pass and we just wait for them to make a move. So they'll be gaining at least one card from the effect of this card, because each player draws cards until they have 6 in their hand. Unfortunately, he set one card, so he'll be gaining an extra one. But since he activated that one, now I can activate this card and get Slifer out on the field. Then I'll draw 6 cards, which also increases my chances of drawing into a negate card. Which I did. I got an Ash Blossom. Slifer has 6,000 attack points. Now we're just waiting on them. Unfortunately, they're running Kaijus, so they're probably going to Kaiju my Slifer out of here. So in their turn, Slifer's going to get destroyed, but because of the effect of the trap card that's in the graveyard, I'll be able to put a Monster Reborn on the top of my deck. And the other effect of this card, as it says, you draw one card because I'll have a Divine Beast in my graveyard. Let's go ahead and use this. Let's get the Guardian Chimera out. Destroy whatever cards he have face down. We'll bring him back out to the field. I don't know what that card is, so we'll get rid of it. Yeah. Alright, does that have a... Let's go ahead and ash that. Oh crap, I shouldn't have used that now. Well, no, that's fine. It's not, I'm not reviving Slifer right now. I'm just getting that Monster Reborn in my hand. Yep, select the Monster Reborn, put it on top of the deck, and draw it. Now it's our turn, and we're sitting pretty. Alright, go ahead and ending this duel. It has some kind of card up his sleeve. We should be able to take the win here with Slifer. Boom. 7,000 attack points because I have 7 cards in my hand. we're gonna go ahead and just go into the battle phase. And there's the surrender. He didn't let me have the satisfaction of ending it with Slifer. Connection failed. I highly doubt it. Yes, we're in the lower ranks, but it's because we allow ourselves to get reset all the way back. Alright, and so here's the deck profile. It's something very simple. And of course you just got like the basic engine that is pretty much ran in Master Duel for Branded. Just with the addition of 2 Slifers, a Monster Reborn, a Foolish Burial. It's ran in some Branded decks, but this one in particular is for getting Slifer in the graveyard, or of course Thespian Tragedy into the graveyard, because this graveyard effect allows us to get our Aluber, and our Aluber allows us to get the Branded Fusion, which allows us to send Slifer to the graveyard by summoning this one, the Bride Grand. I hope I'm saying that correctly. The Glory Dragon. This is the card that you're going to want in the deck in order to send Slifer to the graveyard using Branded Fusion. You send this Slifer and the Fallen of Albaz to the graveyard in order to summon that. And with Slifer being in the graveyard, it makes this card useful. And so when this card is activated, you are able to summon a Slifer from your graveyard out onto your field. And you can do it during your opponent's turn, since it's a trap card, and its activation cannot be negated, nor its effects. As you can see in the first sentence, the activation of this card or its effects cannot be negated, nor can its effects be negated. You special summon 1 Slifer Sky Dragon from your graveyard, then each player draws cards until they have 6 cards in their hands. So most of the time you're going, or if you can, you're going to want to use this card as soon as they activate anything during their turn. That way the max cards that they'll draw would be 1, while you draw up to like 6 cards, depending on just how many cards you have in your hand. If you have none, then you draw 6 cards. If you have 4, then you draw 2. I try to have as least many cards in my hand, that way I can draw into possibly an Ash Blossom, which I have the deck at 40, but it can easily be put it to like 45 if you want to add in say like a what is that? Oh gosh, what is that? And I'm drawing a blank. That spell card, Droplet. Yes. If you want to add in a Droplet, that way you can, it's more negates, and plus it works well in this deck anyway, since sending cards to the graveyard works to your advantage anyway. So I'm thinking about adding in those forbidden droplets into this deck, because it'll just work well with it also. Whether it's sending this to the graveyard or a Slifer to the graveyard, just whatever to the graveyard, and being able to draw into it because of this card. And then when this card is in your graveyard and Slifer gets destroyed or is destroyed because of its effect, then you can activate its graveyard effect, which states you can banish this card from your graveyard, place 1 Monster Reborn from your deck or graveyard on top of your deck. Then if a Divine Beast monster is in your graveyard, draw 1 card. So Slifer is going to get destroyed regardless if your opponent destroys it or not, because of its effect, that if it's normal or special summoned, if it's special summoned, it gets destroyed at the end of the turn. So, regardless, you'll be able to get Slifer back out onto your field during your turn. Basically, you just summon it to your field during your opponent's turn just to, keep their monsters' attack low, because their attack points going to be getting hit by 2,000, and if they're under 2,000, then it gets destroyed automatically. Looks like a fun deck. Yes, it is a fun deck. It's just one to just play around with and everything. It can do some damage, and I've had some great duels with it. But yeah, I saw it one time, or somebody mentioned it, and I was like, I kind of want to try that, because me personally, I am a big fan of out of the ordinary decks. So stuff like this interests me. I'm not against using meta decks, but I have more fun using things that aren't exactly meta. But I mean, I can use meta decks. Like I don't like going through that argument. Oh yeah, only sheep use meta decks and stuff like that. No, there's no sheep. There's nothing like that. Everybody just play what you enjoy playing. Like I have decks that I don't like going against, and I prefer not to go against. But if I go against them, so be it. I get my enjoyment out of it. It helps me learn. Like if you're not constantly learning, then how do you expect to get better? And then if you're not trying to get better, then there's no point in complaining. So let's keep the ball rolling. I like the name to this person. What if I go slow? I go slow. Oh, and if I didn't mention, which I don't believe, I put in, I think, 2 copies of Trap Tricks. That allows me to get that copy of the Revived Sky God. So this is absolutely not a great hand. Yeah, I got an Ash Blossom, so I got 1 negate, and I do have a Super Poly to use on them. But if they have a Lightning Storm or a Harpy's Feather Duster, then I can just pretty much say goodbye to these. So I don't want to use this, because this is essentially just a Super Poly. Should I just put it out just for, I guess, like protection? Let's just see what he's gonna do. Hopefully he doesn't destroy my Super Poly. Red Eyes Fusion. Let's get our copy of. So this card banishes. Alright. So we get a surrender because we negated one card. And because we played that Trap Tricks card, I wonder if he thinks that we were running a Trap Tricks deck, and oh well, easy win. So I'm guessing he was just running a Red Eyes deck. With a name like that, it's kind of funny that you surrendered. Yep, a Red Eyes deck. Kind of an odd one, isn't it? Never seen one built like this. Contribute this card and add 1 polymerization. It's a handy effect, but I think there's better choices. Going around the Raigeki, why not 2 at this point? And just 1 super poly. Kind of an odd deck to me. I'm hoping this is not his main deck. Now let's see if we can get Slifer in the graveyard this turn, and hopefully we can get a revive of the Sky God or Dragon, whatever it is. Okay, so we'll be able to get Slifer into the graveyard this turn. Let's activate this card for some bait. Okay, it looks like they have nothing in their hand to stop me because that was... Alright, then we Lure of Darkness. Oh, and we got our revived Sky God. So, yes, we can send Slifer to the graveyard, or other copy at least. And we'll set... Oh, okay, we can... Let's send the one... No, we'll send the one in our deck. And with our copy of Fallen of Albaz. In defense... Then we'll set our Revive Sky God. Actually, we should have picked the one in our hand. And we'll summon our Aluber. Just get like branded in red. We'll set that. And we'll just set our polymerization just to get it out of our hand. That way we can draw more cards with the Revived Sky God card. We'll end our turn, and on our opponent's turn, we will summon out Slifer and draw 4 cards, and hopefully we'll draw into a negate. Hopefully like a Ash Blossom. Oh boy. Okay, so this is when we're going to summon out Slifer. Cannot be negated. Okay, we got a Super Poly, so a Super Poly would probably help us out some. Now that card is going to get destroyed automatically because he's under 2,000. And we get a surrender. Guess we messed up his plans. Does it brick a lot? Honestly, no, it doesn't. Surprisingly, it doesn't. Even when I draw into a bad hand, there's usually something that I could do. Because there's a lot that we can do to save us from bricking. The Allure of Darkness helps. Having the Frightful Patchwork helps because usually I'll use this either for bait or to get one of the Edge Imp chains out there to use for the to banish for the Lure of Darkness if I'm not confident in us drawing into something that can be banished, and then we end up losing our whole hand. And of course, you got the Despian Tragedy, which when it goes to the graveyard or gets banished, we're able to use this effect to bring him out, our Aluber, which will bring out our Branded Fusion, and our Branded Fusion will, of course, will summon out one of these cards. Most of the time, I'm trying to get Slifer into the graveyard, so I will be summoning the Glory Dragon. If I'm going first. If I'm not going first, then I'm not gunning for Slifer. But so far, I have not bricked a lot. Most of the times, I don't brick. And like I mentioned before, the Trap Trick card helps getting this card out because it banishes one copy in order to set another copy, and that helps. And the Foolish Burial is also another card that can start up combos too, because you send either Slifer to the graveyard or you send your Despian Tragedy to the graveyard, which that starts up the combo that I mentioned also before. So there's a lot of cards in here that helps you get stuff going. The only way I can possibly brick is if I go first and get, I don't know, like both Ash Blossoms and I don't know, like the Imps, and just like a whole bunch of the same cards that won't really help me. As long as I can get access to a Despian Tragedy, an Aluber, a Frightful Patchwork card, Allure of Darkness, and even Branded Opening, Foolish Burial, of course. Even a Polymerization will help as long as I don't have a handful of just nothing. Then I'm good to go to at least do something. So far, no, it hasn't bricked a lot. But you will have those games, and we're sitting here playing a game that's only best of one, so you're bound to brick at some point. It's just how it is with every deck, no matter what it is. It's just some decks are a lot more consistent than others. Going first, I'm going to activate the Frightful Patchwork to get a Polymerization or to bait them out of a negate like an Ash Blossom, which we see they don't have. And so we will summon our Aluber to get a Branded Fusion. And we'll go ahead and activate you. And we don't have any card to get our Revive the Sky God onto the field. So we're not going to go the route of Slifer, unfortunately. We send that to the graveyard, and we're gonna banish our Luber, just so we can set up for the Chimera. And okay, and so now we just end our turn, and of course we're gonna, yes, activate this effect in order to get branded in red. Just set it on the field. This is just like one of the basic combos for branded. And so once the, during the opponent's turn, unless he wipes out my branded in red, we will fusion into the Guardian Chimera, as shown right here. We're in the Toon deck, huh? I'd like to get... I'm just going to go ahead and do the Guardian Chimera. Now, I believe we have to... Unfortunately... So where I messed up is instead of this card, we should have pulled to our hand our I forgot the name of it. I'll show you later, but the other card we should have pulled to our hand. That way we can get our Mirror Jade back on the field. This one, our Libidium. We should have pulled this one to our hand. That way when we summoned our Guardian Chimera, we can use this effect to bring back our Mirror Jade. So I messed up. I'm getting back in the swing of using this deck. Now, why would you want to do that? It's an awful idea. Yep, he's going to do quite a bit of damage. He's going to OTK me. That's fine. Can't win them all. Was he not able to attack? Oh, look, we got Slifer. Not that I'm going to need you now. on a Super Poly. Kind of help our chances out some. Two Dark Monsters, one Fusion Monster, plus one Dark Monster. At least we'll be getting rid of our Guardian Chimera, so I mean, why not? What do we got in here? It's unfortunate that I don't have another Guardian Chimera in my extra deck. I had to cut it down. But we'll be able to get them back. Go. Now we got him out of the way. Alright, now let's go into our battle phase and let's end this. Thought we were goners. And there we go. Another one down. Let's keep it going. I think I have time for one more. Let's see. I may have. Okay, so yeah. We're on a nice little streak. I mean, we're in the lower ranks, so it's only going to get tougher from here, but hey, I'll take these wins. Get one more duel in and we're gonna call it for the day. Be sure to like and subscribe and turn the notification button on, that way you can be notified when I do another one of these live streams. Okay, so here's an example of a, I guess you could say, a brick. Well, not too bad. I mean, I can summon up something, but this is not the ideal hand that I would want to see. But we'll go ahead and at least summon something out. Maybe I'll get fortunate that and my opponent bricked. Another Dark Magician. For our next live stream, thinking maybe the next deck that I use might be the Elemental Nails deck that I've recently started using. I wonder, will he still be banished if I banish this card? Let's try it out and see. I'm like afraid to like it probably will, so we'll activate Branded in red also. Go ahead and at least use him to get something else out there. Oh, I did not know that. I mean, it only gets destroyed, it doesn't get negated, right? So it should still be used, right? Yeah. Okay, and so who do we use? Okay, you can't be destroyed by... We use our Predaplant. And we'll banish their card, and there we go. So unfortunately, we lost the Mirror Jade, but that's not like we had a whole lot to really use or work with. Let's see. I'll either use the Elemental Nails deck, Red Dragon Archfiend deck. I have like 3 variants of that one. I have a Raid Raptor and a Punk deck, pure Punk deck that I can use for the next stream. If you have any suggestions or wanna, or of any of them, just let me know. Of course, on their turn, they're going to summon out a Dark Magician and banish this card. So, a little bit of a doozy right now. We put out another branded in red. That way when they do try to, well, there's nothing that we could use branded in red for. So we'll just go with branded fusion. Just in case we don't draw into anything useful. I know he's gonna special summon a Dark Magician out to his field. And look what we just got. That would come in handy. A long time ago. And now he's going to banish my Predaplant. Ah, might as well use it. It's going to get banished anyway. So he chooses to go with the branded fusion. Interesting. And all I can do is go into the battle phase. I don't know what that other card is. Now, if I destroy his Dark Magician, he's just going to bring it back using this card and then banish my card again. So, you want to attack him. Attack this one. Question is, should I go ahead and do something else stupid? What was that? You can send a Dark Magician to the graveyard, can he? Oh, he summons it. So, he's going to banish anyway. Right? No. So this question is, should I do something else stupid? Get Slifer onto the field, but give him 5 cards in his hand, and I get 6. Should I do that? Let's do it. What the heck? We're not in that good of a position right now. He's just going to end up somehow getting another Dark Magician out there and banishing my card. Why not have some fun? Now we'll get 6 cards, he'll get 5 cards. We got an Ash Blossom. We got a Super Poly, so we're in position to make more plays. Of course, now he is too. I mean, at least it'll keep one of your cards from attacking. If y'all get rid of Slifer also. Just to keep him from getting a Dark Magician to his hand and being able to special summon another one. What does this say? When attack is declared, evolve an opponent's monster and a monster you control that is level 5 or higher. Normal monster or spiritual summon. Use a normal monster or fusion, synchro, or XZ summon using it. You can make them. Oh, okay, so. Oh boy. It's gonna hurt. At least we'll survive. Calm down over there, Blue Eyes. He ain't over yet. And we'll activate this effect. That way we can get the monster reborn and get Slifer back onto the field. Our next turn. And we're going to use that Super Poly to get rid of one of those Dark Magicians. Look at there, look what we got also. We shouldn't need it though, so we're going to keep it in our hands just to add more attack power to Slifer. So he's going to negate that activation. Or not. What are you doing? Oh, so you activate, but you didn't use the effect. And of course, you're going to come back out. Alright, so, and then he's going to banish the Slifer. And this Slifer and that Dark Magician will lose 2,000 attack points. Or not, I guess, because he left. And we can't use Super Poly. And why is that? Do I not have anything to summon? Or is there a card that's affecting that? I guess so. Oh, it's because I don't have anything on the field. That's probably why. Let's bring out a Granite Fusion. Still not able to use it. That's fine. We'll go ahead and activate Granite Fusion. Now we can activate Super Poly. But will we be using on one of them? I don't even know. Let's see. Let's find out. It's gonna either be good or super bad. Of course, it'd be mine. Oh yeah, they're protected with internal soul, right? Yeah. Crap. Once again, internal soul. That's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna activate branded in red. Get that internal soul. Out of there. That way it destroys all of his stuff. There we go. Unfortunately, we can't attack the Guardian Chimera because we use this effect. We'll be alright. We're gonna set our branded opening just so we can use it. Maybe send the Edge Imp to the graveyard, and that way we can have a little bit of protection if one of these were to get destroyed by a card effect, which is likely to probably not happen. They're more likely to get banished than destroyed. Sure, why not? So giving him all those cards was definitely risky, but I had really nothing else to do. And that's alright. Like I said earlier, can't win them all. And after I said that, we ended up winning somehow. But I don't think it's going to happen this time. He just has too much to work with. I mean, I know I took a lot of time, but gosh, this guy's taking a lot of time too. How's he not running out of time? Unless he is now. So he'll be banishing. He'll be banishing my card, my Guardian Chimera, during his turn. Yes. Discard you. Should we even done that? Sure. Crap. Now, give me more time. Branded opening. Yeah, probably gonna lose the time. Even more than that, like I said earlier, I gave him too many cards to work with earlier. I did something risky, but hey, I'm just here to have fun. Choosing to banish a blazing dragon. Got a Slifer in there, right? I should. So I can get a monster reborn. Do I not have? No, I did not have a Slifer in the graveyard. Surprisingly, I thought I did. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I should have a tragedy in the graveyard. No, I guess not. Like I said, there's not a whole lot for me to do. If I take out this Dark Magician, he's just going to summon it right back. He has a Dark Magician in there anyways. There's not really anything I can do. He's just going to special summon another one and then banish my Guardian Chimera. I gave him way too many cards, but I mean, I didn't have any other options, so it was just a risk that backfired. He's choosing to go with my Branded Fusion instead of the Guardian Chimera. Yeah, I've already accepted the fact that I was going to lose a long time ago. Just seeing how this plays out. No. No, I can't. I may consider doing 3 Albaz. Or throwing in a Branded and white. Probably will. There's some changes I'm gonna make to this deck. It's pretty, like it's just a fun deck. that revolves really around wanting to get Slifer out into the field. Just delaying the inevitable. Oh, it's a low rank. It's only in the silver. This is an alt account that I let go all the way back into the bronze, and I decided to just use this fun deck to go back to build back up. I went a while without playing, and both of the accounts that I used the most reset all the way back down. Yeah, ain't worried about that. Just take the win. Nice. Losing to the new animation. Yeah. Alright guys, that is the last duel that I am doing today. I have to go. I gotta go pick up some kids from school. Our next stream, my next stream will be possibly tomorrow. We'll find out. And then I'll be using a different deck. Every time I do a stream, I will be using a different deck. And of course, there will be repeats because I only have a limited amount of decks. I don't have every single deck, and I'm not going to get every single deck. The next one will either be Elemental Hero Naos, Raid Raptor. Let's see what else I have. Red Dragon Archfiend, a Pure Punk, and there's probably one more that I'm not thinking of that I know I have. I'll leave it up to y'all to decide. What do y'all want to see next? Let me know, and if I don't get a clear winner, then I will just choose one at random. Thanks for showing loves and support and everything, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, it was a nice animation, and appreciate the sub. I'm sure Blue Eyes has a nice one too. I don't know if they add one for the Blue Eyes, but I hope so. You gotta give all the OGs some love. Alright, until next time, peace.